Oh yeah, you seen it here first. And no, I'm not pulling a blue. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm bisexual because I'm not. But last night at the Dark Lotus show in Allentown, Pennsylvania, okay, there was this girl. And now I'm going to feel really bad if she's a chick. But see, the thing is, oh man, I'm going to feel so bad because you know what? She's hot. If it's a girl, she's hot as fuck. And I would love to fuck her. But there was people telling me that it's possibly a dude. Now, they didn't know for sure. So I'm like thinking to myself, is it a dude? And then when I started to think about it, for some odd reason, it became more infatuating. I know that's really fucking weird, but it became more, and I'm the kind of person that, like, say there's something that needs to be found out. Like, you know, someone doesn't know an answer to something. I flip the fuck out, yo. I've got to find out everything. So, my dumbass stands next to her for a little bit, and I was contemplating how I'm going to go about this. How the fuck am I going to go about going up to this girl? And I'm going to ask her her name, obviously, and maybe she'll be like, Tom. You know what I mean? But yo, if you would have seen this girl, now I'm going to say girl because, and if she's a dude, she's a damn sexy looking dude, okay? The best looking ass in the fucking place, alright? Hands down. I mean, she was wearing these little nylon fucking shorts, like running shorts, jogging shorts, with these fucking knee highs on, or yeah, like knee highs, and like those like boots, and she had like this cute little tight shirt on, and you could see her side, like her stomach, and she had tattoos on her back, like really hot girl, sexy tattoos. She had, I think, on her right like thigh right here, she had like a gun. And on the back, it looked like some type of dragon or something. I couldn't really see the whole thing. But goddamn, people. She was I'm telling you, hands down, she was the hottest chick in there. The reason why my boy thought that possibly she could be a dude is because the wig she was wearing. And she had like a little bump here, but not like, we weren't sure. Because like if you look at mine, I don't have like a big Adam's apple. And it's hard to tell, like, it's really hard unless I go up to her. I'm like, yo. And she's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm thinking, you know, contemplating what to do. It's getting towards the end of Lotus. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Because I think she's hot. But I need to know if it's a chick or a dude. Because if it's a dude, I don't even know where the hell to begin. I'm going to be questioning my sexuality on levels that I've never even, you know, entered before. I never have been in that realm where I had to question my sexuality. I mean, every man, I think, at one point in time, and I think if you don't or you haven't, you're probably not a human being. If you're alive for a long period of time, I'm pretty sure that one time across your mind, considering you think about things all the time, and sex, for a man, you think every, 3 seconds about sex. If you've never thought one time, like, what would it be like to be with the same sex? Or what would it be like to, you know, maybe have a sex change? Or what would it be like to be bisexual? Or what would it be like, you know, those type of questions. I honestly think if you are going to sit there and say, I've never thought of anything like that or anything similar to that, I believe you're a liar. I don't believe that's true. I think everyone on the planet has been there with that questioning in their mind, because it's just like asking, you know, why are we here? Or, you know, it's just questions that you ask hypothetically in your mind, you know, throughout the time you're alive. So, and it's not like just because you ask yourself that question does not mean you're a gay person, or you're, you know, and I just want to, like, put this as clear to the people out there who watch that are transsexuals or gay people. If anything, I like transsexuals. I think transsexuals are kind of hot sometimes. I mean, they got dicks between their legs, but they look like chicks. And, I mean, as long as you're like one of these transsexuals who actually looks like a girl, I mean, I really am against these dudes who, like, are 30, 40 years old, who put on dresses, and, like, they got a receding hairline and they got a mustache, but they're wearing a dress. This shit I don't understand. That shit is fucked up. It's definitely like Norman Bates. It's fucked up. But, like, if you're raised maybe more on the feminine side, and all your life you've been more feminine, and you decide to want to take that a step further and maybe live your life as a woman, I don't see a problem with that. I don't think that is something that you shouldn't have the right to do. If you feel more comfortable with portraying yourself as a woman and that's what you feel as if you fit into, more power to you. Do what you got to do. I love you guys. I really do. I love you. There's this transsexual Bailey J. Look her up. Just for shits and giggles, look up Bailey J. Google her and look at this woman. And I call her a woman because she's a fucking woman. Besides the fact that she has a dick between her legs. Now, I'd also like to point out to the people who are going to be all homophobic about this and say, oh, well, that's fucking gay. She has a dick between her legs. Well, here, let me ask you a question. When you watch porno, you watch a girl and a guy, most likely. Most people watch girl and guy pornos. I know me and my girlfriend sit and watch girl and guy porno all the fucking time together. It turns us on. In fact, well, I'm not going to get into that right now. But, you know, it's the same thing. Say you're watching Bailey J by herself. You're basically watching a girl and a guy together. She has a cock, but she has tits. She looks like a girl, but she has a dick. It's the same thing as watching a porno. And to be honest with you, I'd actually rather watch her because she's really hot. And the dude in the porno has hair all over his legs and he's ugly as fuck, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at his balls from behind. They always give you that back-ass ball shot that you don't like, that no one wants to see, but they give it anyway. And I'm sorry, but I'd rather look at a transvestite's ass that's all shaved and clean and it looks like a girl's ass. I'd much rather look at that than some dude's sweaty fucking disgusting swamp-ass motherfucking shit, you know? So, I mean, I think dudes, personally, I have no attraction towards a man. A man is a man. I'm a man. And I know I'm actually a clean motherfucker, but, you know, men are seemingly dirty. They're dirty people. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like sometimes they're just disgusting. You see people in the mall and it's disgusting motherfuckers. Me personally, I take like 3 showers a day and I'm constantly fucking lotioned up and I mean, every part of my body smells like fucking flowers or some shit, but that's just me because I'm always prepared for the, you know, who knows what's going to happen. You could go out and, I watch a lot of pornos, so I'm constantly thinking, you know, who knows, you know, I could get into this elevator and next thing you know what I mean? I mean, that's just how I think. So I'm always prepared for that. Always washing the balls, always washing the balls, always washing the balls, always shaving, always making sure everything smells good. Anyway, check out Bailey J, yo. Go check out her pics. I've put them up on Facebook a couple times, and I've had guys out of nowhere like, oh, she's hot. I'd be like, I put up her picture and I say, what about this chick? And then dudes are like, oh, man, I would fuck the hell out of her. And then I let, like, comments go. And then I'm like, she's a dude. And they're like, oh, no way, man, for real? Oh, dude, man, what the fuck, man? You're an asshole. And I'm just like, dude, you find her attractive. What's wrong with that? Because she has a dick? So now now it's like, oh, well, I mean, honestly, I don't need pussy. I can go with some just dick sucking. I mean, I'm not going to go down there and suck her dick. But if she got a dick and she's jerking it off while she's sucking my dick, I don't know. Maybe I could handle that. I don't know. This is why I made the video, because it's a questioning thing. I'm not sure if I can handle it. But back to the girl that I saw at the Lotus concert, because we're taking up a lot of time. If any of you know who this girl is, now, oh my God, and I feel bad, because you know what? If she is a girl, she's going to hate me forever, and I really fucking think she's hot. And if she's a dude, she'll probably think this is cute, and she'll probably like, or he'll probably like it. So I'm kind of fucked either way, though, because I don't know. But I really wanted to find this person, and it's impossible, because I heard they're from, like, New Hampshire or something. And, I don't know. She's not necessarily, she was with Juggalos, but I don't think she's like, she had a Hatchet Man charm on, but I don't know if she's like a let, because she didn't seem like she was super into it. Like, she was into it at points, but she didn't want to, like, break loose and open up. It just seemed like she knew some of the words, but she wasn't, like, completely, you know what I mean? Like, you know how Juggalos are, man, at a Lotus concert. Lotus! You know what I mean? Like, fucking, we rejuvenate, we again resurrect, and fucking got the lighters going and shit. You know what I mean? We love Lotus, and no matter how bad they suck, because they do, I mean, like, Lotus sucks sometimes, dude. When they're performing live, their fucking shows are sometimes really off. And I mean, I give them all that credit, though, because it's not like they do Lotus all the time live. You know what I mean? That's something they do very rarely, and especially on this tour, they're only doing it in select cities, so But if anybody has any information on this chick, I'm going to go with she's a woman. But, I mean, like I said, my friend said that possibly she could be a man or a guy. And I said, I don't think so. She's too small. She's got such a nice ass. I just don't. And every guy there just could not stop looking at her ass. And, I mean, it's the irony of the thing is what if she is a dude? I mean, half these dudes in there were looking at this ass. And to be completely honest, if she is a dude, if I was him or her, I would have turned around like, yo, I'm a dude. Like, I'm a dude, and half those dudes would have went and been like, oh, what the fuck? I just think it would have been funny. Me, personally, I would have been like, you're a dude? You're kind of sexy for a dude. That's what I would have said, because I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I know that I'm not a homo. No offense to gay people, but I know I'm not like, oh, man. Like, I don't walk down the mall and see this dude, this brawly guy, you know what I mean, with like, boots on and shit, and I'm like, oh, look at that piece of fucking ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's not me. Every girl I see, I'm like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fucking fiend for women, man. So I know where I stand in my sexuality. But I also know that for some reason, this woman, whatever, if it happened to be a man, turned me on. And I'm not ashamed of that at all. So that's where I stand on the whole transsexual thing. And if anybody has any information about this woman, if anybody was at the Dark Lotus show in Allentown and knows who I'm talking about, please let me know, because I really want to get to the bottom of this, because I honestly think my boy's wrong. I don't think she's a man. I really don't. And if she is, she is, but I don't think so. And the only thing he had on that she's a man is her hair, because it looked like she had a weave. And he said something about her Adam's apple, but I didn't see that. So I was attracted, and I wanted. And what happened was, at the end of Lotus, her and a couple people she was with, and I heard they were, like, from another state. Somebody told me that, somebody came up to me and said, oh, they're from, like, somewhere. And I'm like, oh, okay. What the hell does that mean? But right after Lotus, man, they just booked. I mean, they booked. I thought they'd hang out a little bit after the show and maybe, like, be hanging out around out front, and maybe I could get up enough nuts to go up to her and say, hey. The only thing that actually held me back from doing that, because I'm normally a person who will approach somebody if I really like them. I mean, if I really feel some type of, like, way about somebody, I will approach them. If it's just like a minor feeling, I might most likely pass on it. But if I really feel strongly, I most likely would approach her. But yeah, they didn't stick around, and they left right away. I went out looking for them as they were walking down the street. I stood there and looked, and she actually did stand and look back at me. She knew that I had some type of infatuation with her, because there's no way. I couldn't stop looking at her. I honestly couldn't. I mean, Lotus is playing, and I'm just constantly like, because I can't get it out of my mind that what my friend said, and I need to know, and that's how I am. And it's not only that, it's that I need to know, and she's sexy as fuck. And it's like, this is a fucking double-edged sword in my mind. It's like, it could be a dude, but she's hot. It could be a dude, but she's hot. What the fuck do I do? She's with some dude, right? And I don't know if they're, like, with each other, because I don't see him touching her, kissing her, or anything. So it's like, are they with each other? And that's another thing that stopped me from going up to her, because I wasn't sure. Now, there's a show coming up in Philly on the ICP and Twisted show, it's American Psycho Tour. I'm hoping to God, since she was at this Allentown show, I'm hoping to God she's on tour with them, like she's going from state to state with them maybe, or at least following them for a couple shows, because some people follow them for like just a couple shows. I'm really hoping that's the case, and that I can see her there and get up enough nuts to go up and talk to her. So that's the end of the video, questioning your sexuality. What do you think about that? Make a video response. Tell me a little bit in depth about how you look at that whole thing. Again, to the people out there who are bisexual and are gay, much love to you people, because, you're just doing you. You know what I mean? That's who you are. And there's no reason why you should let anybody, tell you different, man. If you like something, you like something. And there's no reason to turn that off inside of you because it's not the cool thing, or it's not the status quo, or what you're supposed to do. TestDummy 22, y'all.